Well, I am here. And for those of you guys who have never joined Story Time is offered for children of all ages, different stories that are read in sections um, with, I guess, my opinion put in there some time from here to there. So I used to have a child care center years and years ago. So it's something that I used to love to do was read to my babies and encourage my little ones to read. Actually, any of them to read. So um, this story is not necessarily for, even though it's Dr. Seuss, is not necessarily for uh, babies. I recommend this book normally to young adults and adults, elderly, whoever, just alike. Usually it's young adults uh, and anybody 30 and under. Um, for those of you guys who were Tea Time with Tiara, we're doing Irish breakfast tea from Ireland this morning, or this afternoon, evening, by Bewley's Tea Time. Come join us. Anyhow, uh, so this story, like I said, is by Dr. Seuss. And I want you to really pay attention to the words. I used to always think this was a child's book. And then one time I read it again, and I was parenting my own children and going through a lot of obstacles, and realized just how deep this book goes. So let's just dig into it. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. So I can get closer. The pictures make it even that much more special. So let me get it up here. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some, you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there, things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm so sorry to say. But sadly, it's true that bang ups and hang ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on, and you'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and three quarters? Or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find. For a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start in to race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useful place, the waiting place. For people just waiting, waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting, waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting to for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting, perhaps, for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of a guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that Sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not. Alone will be something. You'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. Oh, you will go. I'm sorry, on you will go, though the hack and cracks howl. Onward up many a frightening creek, through your arms may get sore, and your sneakers may leak. Though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. Oh, on and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And when you succeed, yes, you will indeed. 98 and 3/4% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name, Baxbum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Ali Von Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So, get on your way. So, this book tonight is definitely dedicated to a little girl in her 20s who's having a hard time uh, and needed this story. So, since I have recommended this story, and I don't know if this child has taken the time to read it, tonight I read it to you. I hope that you find it on this page, as I know a lot of parents refer their kids here. So, for that reason, I definitely read this one to you tonight. Hopefully, I see you soon. You know where to find me, and you will move mountains. Yeah, one foot in front of the other. Everybody has a hard time. As we grow, we bump our heads, we get on the wrong paths, um, or the right paths. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Depends on how you were raised. It depends on so many different things. We get on our path, but we also get to control our path and decide where our path goes. Just because it's a path doesn't mean that we can't make a turn. We can't, we can go past and say, oh, Siri, I think you missed a good restaurant down that street. I think I'll go back. And sometimes you can make a turn and take your time and get there. And sometimes you just need to make a quick U turn or hit the reverse and go back down that other street. All of those streets are not created equal. So, uh, with this book, with this story tonight, I hope that you're listening. My heart goes out to you, and your family. So please get in contact with me. Love you always.